We see security cameras perched everywhere. In our malls, in our banks, in our birds. There are cameras all around us. We see them every day in places people flock together. But there are a lot more than you might think. How would you feel if you knew the government was watching you and your family's every move? Nested at the park, at your son's soccer game, or peering through the windows, or even inside of your own home. They're all around us, lurking, stalking, watching. And today, I'm here to uncover the truth. In 1947, the CIA was founded to survey and observe Americans suspected of communist activity. Then a few years later, U.S. President Eisenhower proposed a more efficient security plan to put cameras in the sky, rather than on the ground. One moving camera would do the work of hundreds of stationary ones to observe and even track citizens. And what was their solution to do so without suspicion? Birds. Something normal that people walk past every single day. Since then, and into the early 2000s, the American government has been genociding real birds and replacing them with identical drones. A study from the passionate, former bird conservationist organization, Birds Aren't Real, showed that by 2001 alone, nearly 100% of all birds in the sky were mere government drones. Scientists from New Mexico have admitted to making hyper-realistic drones with wing-flapping technology made from the taxidermied carcasses of the real birds that the government had slaughtered. Notice how birds are always present in places with lots of people. City streets, suburbs, beaches, flying over highways, perched on electrical lines, recharging their batteries. Millions of birds walk among the streets of Toronto alone, and yet nobody bats an eye. Today I'm visiting experienced scholars to discuss the danger of these surveillance drones.
Pretty much all the time. Whether it's by students, whether it's by cameras, whether it's by, birds. I have had a pet bird before in the past. I had a budgie and I had a lovebird, but I had to get rid of it. Actually, kind of scary now. Not so good. I don't want to be watched, especially in my own home.
But even in places that aren't flocked with people, other countries have seen America's sneaky surveillance tactics and have decided to follow suit. In 2018, soon after the American government's bird drone scheme started to be exposed, China launched similar bird drones to survey people in several provinces, complete with GPS antenna and satellite communication. It's likely to say that our governments are doing the same. As what we believe to be birds migrate, they track and gain info on people in other countries as well. Cameras in their eyes, chargers in their feet, antenna in their head, trackers in their feces? Studies have shown that nearly 90% of all bird poop ends up on cars in highly populated areas.
I'd say about once or twice a week. It depends if I'm parking a little forward at home, because there's a big tree there, a lot.
I did have a white pickup truck for work one time, and that got pooped on all the time.
Even in the most remote areas, you're not safe. None of us are. Our information is being sold and gathered without our consent. Privacy means nothing to our government. But don't take it from me. Take it from your peers. I decided to ask our local community members if you should trust the government. Do you trust the government?
No. No. Definitely not. Maybe. No.
No. government. It's the government. You think they're just batting 1,000 all the time? They're just people that only care about themselves, and they're just a mindless commoner or a voter. And that's it. Don't trust the government ever.
Not really. They're kind of scary and I don't like any of them.
Government officials refuse to claim that they're keeping tabs on us. They don't want us to know the truth. Have you noticed how rarely you ever see people speaking up against this violation of human rights? We are being silenced. One previously mentioned organization, Birds Aren't Real, has been consistently devoted to spreading awareness to this cause since 1974, holding rallies, educating the public, but every single time they're shut down and stopped.
Hey, there was a caller who said they thought your van was suspicious.
We as a community feel unsafe, endangered even. But what do our local community members say about the issue?
Obviously, that'd be creepy because I have kids, so that's like
A lot. There's a lot of cameras around, it's like just anywhere I go. A lot of signs that say you're being watched.
I would not feel very safe. I would feel very paranoid. That would not be fun.
I mean, I've heard rumors, but you know, they're rumors. I didn't know if it was true or not.
Well, I mean, they're outside wherever I go, so that's pretty terrifying. They're very much like everywhere.
yeah, they're everywhere. They're birds.
It's very scary. Every time I go downtown and there's birds and I'm with my friends, they like to scream like a lot because they're scared of them, reasonably so.
I mean, it's pretty normal to see birds outside everywhere you go, but it's just a little sketchy that they're just everywhere. I already do, and I against my will, I don't like it. I've always had a fear of birds. My mom got me a bird to desensitize me because they are so scary for me.
Bad. The government shouldn't be watching me because I am supposed to have privacy.
They irk me, so I don't feel great having one at home.
So what can you do to regain your right to privacy? Join us in our fight for freedom and visit birdsaren'treal.com to learn more about our cause and figure out how you can keep you and your loved ones. Don't forget, bird watching goes both ways. Stay alert, stay aware, stay safe.